Yeah, hydrate. Always a good thing. Gamma soda stream stuff. I bought some mango bubbly water, the specific soda stream stuff. I don't like it. I probably would like it if I had some water. Oh. Yes, I need more liquid. No, I'd probably like it more if there was maybe a pinch of sugar. That's always the case with like the bubbly or the LaCroix, like the zero sugar, zero sweetener, sparkling waters that have like a hint of fruit. It's like they made it with the fruit being in the room and not actually in the drink. But anyways, it is time. Of course, there's an update. Well, figured as well. I'm gonna go promote while this happens. I'm gonna go promote my stream to other servers. Order ads. Hmm. I mean, I might as well in there, but I know it's like not gonna make much of a difference. Alrighty, I think that's enough. Channels. What I did was I opened up the game like a week or so ago just to check like the performance because I was really curious. I didn't leave the first. I didn't leave the Shrine of Resurrection. I'm gonna be honest. I cannot fucking wait.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
like immediately. Because there's no stutter, and I know there's not much to look at inside the Shrine of Resurrection, but still. You see how fucking smooth this is? It's amazing. I'm gonna be honest. This is how Breath of the Wild really should have been. Like, I know frame rate is not everything when it comes to a good game.
That is a Sheikah slate.
But stable frame rate,
Take it. It will
like
help guide you
really
after
good
a long
stable
slumber.
frame rate, is the best part. Also, crap. Properties. Properties. Where's the audio? Oh, wait a minute. I'm fucking dumb. The audio, instead of it being on its own on the console capture. Wow, I'm really dumb. Don't mind me, I'm just apparently really stupid. Because I forgot that I was feeding the audio into my computer. I like how he doesn't freaking kick the second one, but he kicks the first one. Nothing in those.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
I didn't title the stream this, but I did. This is the beginning of the Switch 2 edition of the 3 Heart Breath of the Wild challenge. So I will not be upgrading Link's hearts whatsoever. I will only be upgrading stamina, which in combat is extremely useful. Mainly bullet time for weapons and mid-air bullet time.
That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
I'm really happy because before the stream I cleaned up my desk because I had a bunch of stuff that could be thrown away, empty packages and containers, and I found my smartwatch. I know I'd find it there, but well, you know. So I currently have everything accounted for that I had supposedly lost. My my TV remote, which it's a Roku. I've been using the app for a while. My wireless headphones, my Bluetooth ones specifically. And my original SodaStream bottle, which I still need to grab and clean, but after I lost that initially, I gained, I bought a 2-pack of the shorter and fatter ones. I'm gonna keep playing with the Joy-Cons for a while, the Joy-Con 2s. But if the right thumbstick is gonna continue to feel a little bit weird to use, then I'm probably gonna go grab my Pro Controller from my Switch 1, which I've already connected to the Switch 2. I don't know if the Switch 2 Pro Controller feels any different, but if it does, well, it might be a good idea to get. But otherwise, I'm just gonna keep the Switch 2, or the Pro Controller from the original Switch. I seriously did replaying this game in like actual like fucking like higher quality is crazy. Okay, that was cool. Yeah, just seeing everything higher quality. It's just better. Did I get? I got another tree branch. Oh, hi.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
How about no? Not yet, anyways. I don't know if he turns this way, but I hope he doesn't. Well, that was that. There's one in there. There's, I think, maybe two. There's the one right there. I think it turns around. It walks over to there and turns around. I don't know if it. Just gonna assume it stays this way. Or it doesn't, and I need to beat the shit out of it. Well, beating the shit out of the goblins at 60 FPS. Who knew? Alrighty, Hylian. Me. Better to break the barrels with an axe. The barrels of the crates have materials in them. Specifically that help a lot. Ancient gear. Not just looting fresh, I say fresh, God, what were they called? Guardians. They're obviously not fresh Guardians. They expired. Like, extremely expired. I wonder what happened. Was the plateau always... Was the plateau always a plateau? Yes, that question is dumber than you think. No, in Tears of the Kingdom, yes, spoilers. Right at the beginning, which I don't consider as crazy of a spoiler, you find, you put a chain of, start a chain of reaction that ends up getting you stuck on a huge island in the sky, as well as Hyrule Castle being upheaved from where it was and becoming a floating island of its own. Another thing is that the thing happened because of the events that transpired at the beginning of Tears of the Kingdom, but is there a similar event that happened to make this like a plateau, or is there something else? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, but it'd be interesting to know if there was a reason for the plateau being a plateau, if there is a reason. I mean, if is the big statement. If it is a huge statement. Oh, oh god, I wish I got some caffeine in me. God, wouldn't that hurt if the fucking ladder was splintered? That would be terrible. Alrighty, let me get a club. Do I have... Okay, yeah, that's better armor. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to turn that off. I think it's just red ones. 3. 2 to the right, 1 behind the box. Oh, wow. More yawning means more drinking soda. As much as I like the climbing system in what's it called? It's Dude Awakening. Nothing gets more classic than the climbing system in Breath of the Wild. It nothing does. Whether you've played it for years or just picked it up the other day because of the Switch 2, nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. I mean, what? No, nothing beats um nothing beats just going and playing Breath of the Wild. Whether you do or you are what's the word? Whether you're new or returning, Breath of the Wild is always a good game. Now please do not fall on me. You know what? I'll use the spear. I'm not going for the thing immediately because oh, trading 1 bomb arrow for 5 fire. I think that's a good trade. Alrighty, time for the climb. Keep in mind, I don't know. Actually, before anything, let's save here. And on the off chance that there isn't, that I can't skip something. And the reason I say I can't skip something is because I didn't get the tower yet. I'm just really curious if I can. Like, of course, after you do the tutorial, you can always literally just, like, there's nothing stopping you from heading straight to Hyrule Castle and facing off Ganon. There is nothing stopping you. That's not something I'm gonna do, but it is doable, and it has been done. I don't see. Well, I do see the appeal of doing crazy challenges, but I don't see the appeal of, like, it's a crazy challenge, yes, but like depending on how crazy the challenge is it worth your mental state? Is it worth your sanity? And for the most part, I'll give you this answer. Yeah, yeah, it is. You may be going insane doing like this weird and random challenge for an obscure game or a not so obscure game like an extremely well known game. Well, still. And of course, actually, you know what? Well, first death. Unintentional, but first death. Of course, it had to happen like, was it less than 30 minutes into the stream? Less than like probably 25 minutes into playing because I had to wait for like a minute for Breath of the Wild to update. Weird that what was it, an 8-year-old game got an update in 2025. Although to be fair, it is getting updates because of the Switch 2. The Switch 2 edition specifically. The one that I am specifically running. You can climb down meticulously and slowly. Because I actually want to keep the materials that I got while climbing up. Instead of reverting the save. You know, like, literally. And to be fair, I only played like an hour, 2 hours, 2 hours? An hour to 2 hours of Dune Awakening. But in the time it took to, and don't quote me on this because I actually don't know, the time it took me to set up a character and stuff, I'm already climbing, gathering resources, killing monsters. Hell, the combat in Dune Awakening, it is faithful to the movies. I say faithful to the movies because I have not read the books. I do eventually want to. I am very stupid, though. I probably have to get buy a copy or listen to an audiobook. I know someone who owns the books, but I don't think they're like willing to allow someone to borrow them. That's just me, though. So it turns out I do have to go to said place and do said thing. Surprised the old man isn't anywhere else. You'd think the game would be like, oh yeah. The game would be like, oh yeah, this where's this book? I knew he had a book in here, but it's not in there. Or it's not in there yet. Let me go back to the spear. Dang, the pitchfork 7? of course, like these Meeble numbers are not going to mean anything until after I am able to get better and more weapons. Like, just to be 100% with you, killing the bokoblins is just solely for fun / getting parts. I know I don't need bokoblin parts immediately, but like, the more murder, the better. Which, in complete honesty, is not something I expected to ever say in my life, but I did. Yay! I have too many food apps on my phone. And the chicken doesn't sound that bad. I did eat some Nutella and banana sandwiches earlier. That was pretty good. Actually, scratch that. That was really good. Coolio. I'm gonna be honest with you, my confidence in this game is a lot higher because of said frame rate. I'm not gonna deny it. Me going at battles quicker is partially due to the frame rate. And I think, I'm gonna be completely honest, I think the frame rate, it like as long as you have a stable frame rate in games, you can go for crazier things like and yeah, there's obviously going to be a cap on frame rate, but if you like have stable frame rate, I chopped like way too far for that. Anyways, let's take a long trip. Hopefully there is nothing bad that gets in my way. Where's it? I think it's right around there. Yeah, I remember now. I did this in the first time I played. The first attempt at this challenge. I say first time because I'm kind of abandoning it because of the release of Breath of the Wild on Switch 2. And it having like updated graphics, a different edition and stuff. Just all around upgrades. Alrighty. I think I was able to throw it from here. I do have that sword I can grab. Oh yeah, that's useful. Do I need the sword now? I mean, you know, might as well. Right here. The higher the gear level, the better. Most of the time, and I say most of the time, there are like very rare occasions that this isn't the case, but there still is a case for it, where a higher gear level does not mean higher durability. A prime example is the one hit wonder from the DLC. As stated, it does insane amount of damage. It should kill a boss in one hit, but it only lasts for one hit. That's why it's called the one hit wonder. At least from what I remember. Here's a boulder. Is there anything at the bottom of this hill? The answer is yes. I nearly flattened both of them. I'm gonna go back to the pitchfork. Although the spiked bokoblin thing is really good. Wait, take? Oh. Yeah. And of course, more arrows. Don't you love when you use something and they just give you more of it? Like, I can take as many arrows as I can get my hands on. I can take as many good weapons as I can get my hands on. I can take as many shields as I can get my hands on. I can take anything that's not bolted to the ground. I have the willpower to do anything. Uh, yeah. Really? I grabbed one controller, and I have my other controller on my desk. And I have, what's it freaking called? I have both controllers on the desk. I grabbed my right one, And then the left is like, nope, fuck you. False. Filling local information. Na-na-na. Pizza banana.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end.
Well, good thing it won't.
Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Oh yeah. Mises got the thingies. Good question. You can see the other one. That one, there's that one. There's that one, and then there's that one. And then there's 4 more with the DLC. I'll be honest. I really want to play Deltarune again. But, and here's the but, I might play it on Switch too. If not now, then later. Maybe like play it as like a New Year's thing. Just to play it again. Because I'm gonna forget most of it. I'm gonna just be surprised about all of it again. And the reason I state that is because a bunch of stuff that when I initially played through chapters 3 and 4, I didn't realize a lot of stuff. And then I later watched people listen to and react to the Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 original soundtrack. The old man Gerson from Undertale, it also being in now Deltarune, was Undyne's mentor. Spear of Justice has its bigger and greater counterpart, Hammer of Justice. It's amazing. Powers are erupted across the land, one after another, almost as a long dormant power awoken quite suddenly. I heard a voice. May have been a fart in the wind. Caught sight of that atrocity shrouding the castle. I was about to say, he has a name. Oh, you know his name. I mean, Ganon's a little bitch. For a century, the very sight of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, managed to contain that evil, but just barely. Yeah, it would appear that this moment is fast approaching. I do. Paraglider. This is like the one unskippable cutscene, even though you are playing said fucking game. Although I am kind of happy that the walking speed is at least consistent. It began glowing. Holy shit. I keep jumping and expecting Mies to have the pairs as gliders now. But he just don't. I need something more powerful. Now time to chop the chop. Yes, chop to chop. My signature catchphrase, chop to chop. Now that would be, imagine getting a bunch of these crates filled with stuff and stacking them in a tower, a pyramid, and just getting like an inventory full of axes and destroying them and gathering the resources from said things. That would be satisfying. Be really satisfying. Not gonna lie. I like weapons. There is one. Actually, there's multiple guardians that are awake in the grand scheme of things on this plateau. But I prefer not to do what I did last time. I died from one a few times, but I inevitably ended up killing it. It did take a few attempts, but I eventually did get it. Anywhoozles, first shrine, Magnesis.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
What the I did not say the wake word. What is wrong with you? He just looks for the word okay. Or not. My favorite um person who lives in these shrines is Owadam, spelled Owadam, I believe. And if you say it really fast, it's like, oh, a damn shrine. I don't think there's anything else like that, but it's funny nonetheless. It, actually, Boko Club out, Shield out. I don't remember. There's nothing. I love using the magnesis to do this. Makes things really easy. I am going to attempt to get everything done here, as many resources as I can collected, and depending on how I feel, continue stream. But if I don't feel up to continuing, I will end the stream after the 4 shrines and the prologue, or the tutorial. That, or maybe swap over to, like, Sword. Because I really need to play through Sword. I'm gonna be completely honest, next time I do Deltarune, the original Deltarune, chapters 1 through 4, before chapter 5 releases, because I am gonna stream it again, because why not? It was really fun. I'm probably gonna do a singular stream. I'm gonna wake up probably Thursday afternoon, and I'm gonna stream the entire game from chapters 1 to 4. Although, admittedly, I did get a little tired. Chapter middle of chapter 3 and onward. How did I know? How did you know it was a spirit orb? Still, these shrines, these thingies, please, please explain how you know what the hell a spirit orb is, or a Sheikah Slate is, or these shrines, or even the tower. Yeah, I am very eager. I'm very stupid too. Alrighty, one's gonna be a gem. The other's gonna be some arrows. Nope, both of them are gems. Already got a baked apple. Hey, apple. I don't think that breaks. You know, the first time I played this, I thought this part was gonna sink. Okay, now I freaked out for a second. Why is there's nothing else in this area place thing? Korok seed! I can see you. Nuts. Whether it was a good or bad decision, the whether it was a good or bad decision to have, yes, another Korok. Whether it was a good idea or not to do that, to have the Koroks in this game, I don't know. They're annoying as hell. There's a fuck ton of them, but they do upgrade your inventory. Oh, dang it. One shrine down. 3 more to go. One. Do I want to tackle? You know what? I'm going to tackle the remote bombs next. Whatever. Remote bombs are right over there. Because it goes remote bombs, it goes stasis up top the cliff, and then cryonesis or whatever at the end, at the very top of the cold mountainous area. Now that, like, the attention to detail, the actual attention to detail, like the level of detail, one of the things that was bragged about for the Switch was the level of detail, something that games have been doing for years, even before the Switch, where it renders a smaller, different sized vein of the a like a different sized GIF or a different sized what's it called? Different sized different resolution picture, or instead of it doing 3D models, depending on how far it is, it will be um, 2-dimensional pictures, and it'll be really low resolution, but it's not like you can see the resolution. It's not like you can see the difference in resolution. Alrighty, save right here. I know. Turn around. I lost a lot of good weapons from that, but I mean, I killed it without dying this time. So I'm happy about that. Bokoblin shield, second shrine, one death, but that was because I fell. It's cool that the shrine you activate a shrine and then the top half is still orange because you haven't finished the shrine. Jabaji. Jabige? Joe Biden? President names are dumb. Well, all names are dumb to be fair, but rune extracted. Using the environment to your advantage is probably going to be the thing that I do a lot. Mainly due to what's it called? Oh God, what's it called? Mainly having to, because I have only 3 hearts, and I will continue to have only 3 hearts. I need to ensure that my well-being is taken care of, and that I can ensure that I can dodge enemy attacks. I can tank it if needed, and I can put out a lot of damage. Those are my 3 conditions. As long as I'm alive, as long as I can deal damage, as long as I can take it. Because I know you can get really high defense armors, you can get really high attack weapons. You can do all this, you can do all that, blah blah blah. Hell, it took me playing through Breath of the Wild and the attempt at the first DLC, it go through for the entire second DLC to actually go for Ganon. And it's not like I couldn't go for Ganon, it's that I chose not to. And then I decided eventually, I said screw it. And I went for him. like I could have transferred a lot of my stuff, like games wise and all that, to the Switch 2. My issue with that is when I created my Switch account, I created it with my school email. Well, school email at the time. I haven't had access to that school email for 6 years. I've had my original Switch for 7 plus. At the time when Super Mario Odyssey came out. No, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. Bathroom break. I'm back. After going to the bathroom, I decided I wanted a snack. Saying this next thing, probably gonna, like, maybe give a dead giveaway where I work, but there's this newish brand. It's been out for like a week or so, called King Crumb. They're like really big. It's a pack of 2 really big fucking cookies. For like $6. It I've been told it's supposed to rival crumble cookie. Microwaved one. I'm eating it with a fork, dipping it in the last of my almond milk. Any whistles. And go back this way, because I do not like guardians. Harvesting keys parts is like the easiest thing ever. It's as simple as going up to it, or it's as simple as waiting for nighttime until there's a swarm of them. Priming or like getting out a remote bomb, throwing it as they fly in, and boom. At least a dozen get caught in the explosion and die, therefore dropping Keith's eyes and Keith's wings. I don't know how useful the part is for potion making, but like if you have a bunch of a part and you don't need it, just sell it. Depending on the monster part that the monster that you get it from, just depends on, like, depending on the monster you get it from, depends on how valuable it is. But for the most part, like, it is like proportional. Like higher end monster parts will be harder to obtain because the creatures that they come from are harder. Like, I've been only fighting solely bokoblins because that's what's on the plateau. There's Lizalfos, which are unique in their own way, but they are harder. There's other variants of bokoblins, like rare bokoblins, but one of the main things to look out for is the moblins. The moblins are big. They have a big horn, like a unicorn horn. They're harder to take down. They're harder to hit. Well, they're harder to take down because they're bigger and they have a lot more HP and they hit harder. But you get a lucky break and like a sneak attack, a sneak strike with a good weapon, then they're gone. They're down. Old man has a routine. I'm gonna do hot apples. Spicy simmered fruit. Because at this moment, I only have the one. How many weapons do I have right now? I can carry one more. I'll grab the extra axe. Wherever that is. I know there's an extra axe over here. Unless he's the one currently wielding it. Oh, there it is. And there's more spicy peppers. There's one game that I really want to play again, but I'm probably gonna wait till my next paycheck to buy it. Another copy of Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's that or I don't think we get paid this week. We get paid next week. We get paid 3 checks next week. If anything, I think the best scenario is I buy 2 games with my next check. Potentially pre-ordering Donkey Kong Bonanza and buying Super Mario Odyssey. Rebuying Super Mario Odyssey. Because I want to play through that again. Off chance in the next month or two I'm gonna buy Deltarune for Switch. If there's any game that I'm gonna buy multiple times, it's gonna be Deltarune. That or I don't know if there's any other games. Borderlands 4 looks cool, but I really need to catch up. I played the shit out of 2. I didn't really touch 1. I played a few times Borderlands pre-sequel. Tragic story that happened with Borderlands 3. I had pre-ordered it 4 months in advance. I had pre-ordered like 4 months in advance through Epic Games because on computer, that's the only platform it was on. Like, it had time exclusivity. Only fucking issue is, like a week before the game released, my computer broke on me. My computer, like, completely bricked. And I had to... It was the motherboard that was the problem, and it was an issue that I had when I built the computer. An issue that I have since rectified through multiple motherboards. The issue that happened is I got rid of the grounding tabs from the motherboard shield, and at one jolt, that's what killed my computer. I well, in a sense, accidentally kicked my computer and jolted it. Although there is the unfortunate worry that I can do the same thing now. My computer is in a case that is stable, in a case that is not going anywhere, and in a case that has all of its screws still. And no guarantee, but by the end of the year, I want to upgrade it to current gen. Getting a Ryzen 9, a Ryzen 7, or maybe getting a Ryzen 9, 9th gen. And the corresponding DDR5 RAM, because, and I cannot state this more, I do not have, actually, my RAM and my CPU for my computer is like, at this point, like maybe 6 or 7 years out of date. And someone at work apparently does refresh their computer once a year. I do agree with that for the most part. My last graphics card upgrade was a 4060 Ti, which is only one gen behind. My CPU is 6 generations behind, meaning I'm gonna have to get a new, like, if I want to like skip like 6 generations, I need a new motherboard for the AM5 socket. That plus DDR5 RAM, which, if I'm gonna upgrade my computer, and if I'm gonna upgrade my CPU, and I'm gonna upgrade my motherboard, I'm gonna upgrade to 32 gigs of RAM. Like, that's gonna be inevitable. I'm going to do 32 gigs of RAM. 16 is nice and all, but there are a few things that I want 32 gigs for. One of them being higher end Minecraft mod packs. Crazy how I've already started to get used to the Joy-Con 2s. Like I said, like, if I can't get used to them, I'll swap to my Pro controller. But turns out I am getting used to it. What I need to do is with this cold resistance, I need to get up to that mountain and then make it to up there, because the old man gives me some cold clothes, so then I don't have to worry about having cold resistance on all the time. As soon as I do that, things will get a lot easier on the mountains. Although I am gonna have to get cold resistance for both legs and torso in the future for going and grabbing the Varuda. See, I don't remember the names of the divine beasts. I just remember that there's the bird, there's the elephant, there's the camel, and there's the lizard. All I remember. Okay, no, he's not up there. I believe he's up. I think he might be up there. It's either up here or over there. Either way, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little screwed if he's up there and not up here. I mean, I can improvise. He has to be up there. I can improvise and or I can just get there. I think that's still working. Yes, the old man's up here. Thank you. And now I don't gotta worry about the weather as much. There's obviously multiple things that I gotta worry about. Heat resistance, cold resistance. I'm gonna have to go through my other streams to see how far I actually got. Because the with the amount I've been able to get through today, I'm about to doing this, doing the epilogue or the cutscene for the end of the tutorial. That's instead of 3 hours, it's 2 hours. Which I'm gonna be honest, I'm completely fine with. And I might just continue playing. Is there more I could do? The more I can do within like however long I want to stream, the better. Just make things easier. I'm probably gonna connect my Twitch with my YouTube so I can just directly upload. I want to use the Travelers. Food. Food is food. I have a big cookie right now. I had Nutella sandwiches earlier. We're gonna wait till either like later today or like it's like midnight or later to make food or make something else food related. Distilling rune. Cryonis. Yes, I cannot pronounce it. Yeah, everything feels smoother. Combat feels great. Just everything. It's nice, it's great, it's snappy. There's literally no drop in frame rate. You want to truly experience Breath of the Wild, I highly recommend the Switch 2 edition. Although it is a lot of money for a console, and the re-release and graphical update of a game that is roughly 8 years old is something I completely recommend. Also, this next part I don't really understand. He's gliding in. Where the hell does he? And I know the answer will be revealed like within 10 minutes. But still. Also, why did things get quiet? Um, Peter, why did things get quiet? Why did things get quiet? Alrighty. Um, System, sound. That's working. Maybe if I do this. Oh, come on. It is this that's the problem? do this. At least I think that was the problem, potentially. Auto. Like, my capture card just froze. Like, it's not responding on. Activate. There we go. There we go. Weird. Oh well. Well, I figured it out in the end. One death on the plateau. It's pretty good. Continue to eat my cookie. A cookie. You know what? I'm gonna say something crazy. A goal that is extremely far out, if I ever actually want to do live streaming or content creation as a job. Scratch that. I'd fucking love for this to be a job. At 100 Twitch subscribers, when my Twitch subscribers and or Twitch points or sub points say a big fat 100, I will buy edible chalk and I will eat it. And the reason I state that is because what my favorite character from Deltarune is Susie. Fuck, I even have. I'll show you this real quick. I even have an outfit. Next time I do anything Deltarune or like Deltarune fan game adjacent, because I'm gonna play some Deltarune fan games. The last one I was doing was Deltarune Yellow. I have a costume for my character. It's Susie. I still need to fix the difference in what's it called PNG size, because the person who sent it to me sent slightly different size PNGs, and so it kind of moves left and right, although that doesn't seem like an issue to me comparatively to this one where it just bounces up and down every time I start a sentence. But yeah. First of many stamina updates. Stamina vessel. Yes. I hope the old man didn't win the spirit orbs. It's possible to climb up here with base stamina. The first time I ever played, I can remember going for that, trying to climb it, and barely making it.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Metaphorically and literally.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end.
That was you.
That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Is the king gonna scold me for leaving Zelda on hang? Goodbye, king. Next objective, destroy Ganon. Let's see how quick the loading time is. I didn't check the first time I teleported. It was 5 seconds. That only took 5 seconds. Well, for the time, I'm gonna save, and for probably at least 30 minutes, I'm gonna wind down a bit, and then afterwards, I'm gonna play some Pokemon Sword. But for now, I'm gonna end the stream, and then in about 30 minutes, I'm gonna start a stream back up again and play Pokemon Sword from where I left off.